Mahoraga adapts when it receives an attack from the opponent and the wheel turns again. Gojo notices that the wheel turns black when Sukuna is using domain amplification. At that time, it cannot adapt. So the reason Sukuna can use domain amplification is because the damaged part of his brain is only for domain expansion. Sukuna also notices that Gojo is only using simple techniques to avoid Maharaga's wheel getting adapted. So that explains a few things. So we saw that Sukuna was able to adapt to Gojo's limitless void inside of his domain expansion. And afterwards we thought that he was going to just continue to use Mahoraga since he brought him out in that instance after getting hit. But no, in the previous chapter he kind of just puts Mahoraga back into the shadows and just continues to fight Gojo without him, kind of just using him as like a intimidator. If anything, like saying, hey, I'll adapt to another thing, but I just don't know why he's not keeping Mahoraga out and double-teaming Gojo. I mean, I guess it's because he fears that Gojo is going to take Mahoraga out with a strong enough attack that he hasn't adapted to yet. But you know, at least just try to double-team. I mean, he could barely fight a single Sukuna, but yeah, that's essentially what Sukuna is doing here. He's keeping Mahoraga contained until he's like assured that he is immortal. Doing against Gojo, essentially like take the hitch just like he has been before. But it's also pointing out that he can't adapt the wheel when he's using domain amplification because it just shuts down the user's own curse techniques. So that's going to come back into play for sure because it's being mentioned here. So Gojo may be the next one to use their domain expansion, you know, at coming off of their brains being damaged, but also that brain-damaged stuff. Being mentioned here with Sukuna is that he can use domain amplification because the brain being damaged and all this battle is just affecting the domain expansion part of it. The fight resumes once the signal turns. Gojo pulls the traffic signal towards Sukuna, but the latter holds it and throws it towards Gojo in high speed. Everyone tries to deduce how many spins it would take from Mahoraga's wheel to adapt, and Gojo talks to Sukuna as they casually walk around the city, that the wheel needs a total of 4 spins to completely adapt to his infinity, and there's still 3 more spins to go. Sukuna laughs at Gojo and tells him it's the countdown to wipe off the smurf from his face, to which Gojo makes a wide grin showing off all of his teeth. That says that goes for the both of us. Gojo declares that he will kill Sukuna before Mahoraga's wheel adapts, whose infinity in the next 3 counts, and Hana says, don't tell me he forgot about Megumi. And Yuji says, maybe Kashimo says it's okay to forget about it, and Hana says no it's not. So yeah, let's break this down south. They're expecting Mahoraga to be able to adapt to Sukuna within 4 spins, meaning 4 times that Sukuna gets hit with an ability from Gojo. That he'll have the wheel active so that he can adapt to Mahoraga, meaning that if he does successfully adapt 4 times, then there's nothing that Gojo can do to defeat Mahoraga at that point. And this also, there's another question that we had. It was like if Mahoraga was just hit with Limitless in general, would he adapt to it as a whole instantly? And I guess that's telling us no, since he needs to be adapted, like at least 4 times from 4 different applications of Limitless. And I guess if he does completely adapt, that could lead to Gojo using his maximum technique, or that could happen before. We've also been talking about that a lot. Gojo using his maximum technique, does he have it? Has he already done it? But coming to the end of the chapter here with Hana saying like, don't tell me he forgot about me saying that she expects Gojo to just completely kill Sukuna. It's position to be owning that that's being done for the greater good, I guess. But of course Gojo is not going to do that. I think that Gojo has figured out how to perform reverse curse technique on other people, and he's going to do it to Megumi, I assume, once Sukuna leaves him. But Kashimo saying it's okay to forget about it, I guess, means because he's expecting that he's going to have to come in there and fight Sukuna. And if he does, he obviously doesn't care about Megumi, and he would just blow Sukuna away regardless of which body he's in. You know, with his one-time only curse technique. And the fact that Kashimo is being brought up here again is further cementing that I think for sure he's going to have to come in. I don't know what's going to happen at that point, but we will see Kashimo take on Sukuna, if not just for like one single panel. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Let me know. Think about it in the comments, and if you'd like to video, please give it a like and subscribe this channel.